29 weeks and 5 days. Recently, things have been going a bit difficult. Got some family problems going on and emotions running high and everything like that. I had a question about gas. Yes, I have suffered from it since 22 weeks, and I've been suffering from constipation since 26 weeks, I believe. But it's mainly because our muscles are relaxed from a hormone. Anyway, so I get on these sites such as MySpace and a site we call Baby Gaga, and I've been hearing a lot of 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds who are trying to have kids. And it makes no sense to me because they don't have a stable job, they don't have a truly stable relationship, and some of them are even single and trying to conceive, which really confuses me because pregnancy's hard on its own, but it's even harder when you don't have a male figure that created that pregnancy to talk to about it. And I don't understand why they would try to conceive when they're still living underneath their parents' roof, because it's just gonna make it harder on their parents, because then their parents have to pay for everything and fork out. And I know I'm one to talk, but my pregnancy was not planned. I didn't wake up one day and go, I think I'm gonna get pregnant today. My first pregnancy happened and I was on birth control, and the only reason why it happened is because I accidentally missed a pill. This pregnancy, while not planned, was not fully prevented. And yeah, it is my fault. And it is what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna take care of my daughter, and everything's gonna be how it's gonna be. And I know it's gonna be hard, and I'm gonna try and get a full-time job. I'm gonna try and move out as soon as I can. But it's not a walk in the park. And it's not fun. My back pain is horrendous. I mean, if you stand for too long, if you sit for too long, if you do anything, really, you're in pain. If I lay down, it gets rid of my back pain. But then when I get up, my hips are so sore from me staying in one position for the longest time. If you eat the wrong foods, you get heartburn. Most of the time you have to eat very small foods individually. You have to have like 6 to 7 small meals a day. You can't have the 3 big meals you're used to anymore because your stomach is so cramped. A lot of the times, if I feel my stomach too full, she kicks my stomach and I literally vomit into my mouth and then aspirate it into my lungs, and it hurts. And if I'm not careful, I could get pneumonia, and I really don't feel like getting pneumonia. When you're pregnant, you get sick often. Your allergies get worse. Sorry to say this, but as of this week, my nipples have been leaking fluid, and it's just not very comfortable. If you walk for too long, your feet swell. Your balance is off, so my knees constantly buckle out from underneath me. Walking, most of the time I lose my balance, or going downstairs or upstairs is even worse because you have less lung capacity, so breathing is hard. you can't sleep on your stomach, you can't sleep on your back, so it makes sleeping very difficult at night. Because you have to be aware of what position you're in at all times. So most of the time they say it's best to lay on your left side. But I find I can really only sleep on my right. I wake up 2, 3, 4 times a night to go to the bathroom. So I'm very sleep deprived during the day. If I don't plan out how early I'm going to go to bed till when I'm going to wake up. If you go without a nap, it's extremely hard. They recommend you get at least 10 hours of sleep, and how many teenagers really go to sleep early enough to get 10 hours of sleep? Her kicks are getting painful sometimes, not all the time, but depends on where she kicks. And pregnancy is just, it's getting very uncomfortable. Yeah, I enjoy all the movements and everything like that, but all the other pains that you get, because all your organs are being shoved up underneath your ribs start to expand and they hurt. Your breasts begin to hurt when you're in your 3rd trimester, which I am. There's not really much you can do. Your doctors try to restrict how much weight you lift. Most of the time you just want to sit around the house, but if you do that, you might gain too much weight and then have a hard birth. I've already gained 29 pounds. And that's really shocking. I mean, I was overweight to begin with. So I have to make sure I start eating a lot healthier. And it's hard. I'm a teenager. I'm used to eating all that junk, sweet food, not munching on strawberries and cherries and stuff like that during the day and having one unhealthy snack. It's hard when you sit down for dinner and you see everyone piling up their plates with all this good food and you can't eat that much. You have to eat in small quantities. So if you want the food later on, you have to recook it, making it very uncomfortable. I crave orange juice, but I can't drink it often because it causes heartburn. I crave peanut butter and jelly, but eating too much starch is really bad for you. You have to take prenatal vitamins, and my prenatal vitamins, I have to take 2 a day, so I take 1 in the morning and 1 at night. And you can't forget them because they are very necessary in the growth of your child to help make sure you get all the vitamins you need, because most people don't eat enough vitamins with all their foods and stuff. Basically, everything in your body gets bigger, but your bladder, so going to the bathroom is constant. You live in the bathroom. You live in the bathroom, or you live in the bedroom. You're sleeping, or you're peeing, or you're eating. That's basically where you find yourself all day, every day. I have an appointment tomorrow, so I might post a little something about my appointment tomorrow. That's really all I have to tell you. I'll show you my stomach, and I'll let you guys get on with your night. As you can see, I am getting bigger. My maternity clothes have started to not fit me, so we are going to go shopping. plan for maternity clothes because I need clothes that actually fit. My stretch marks are getting a lot worse, especially right here around the belly button. My piercing has become a lot more painful, so I'm starting to think about taking it out. But that's all I got for you, and I hope you guys have a good night.